So we need a platform where brothers and sisters are coming with that positivity, not rapping about, our women, selling their bodies. We're not rapping about prostitution. We're not rapping about, killing each other. We're not rapping about selling drugs and destroying our communities. We're making positive, spiritually aware, uplifting music. I just want to see the day where little boys and girls can go outside and play and not catch a stray. I want to see the day when we get a proper education and they pass equal laws in the legislation. When they gonna let my brothers out of prison? What about the women and the children that's been missing? Imagine if people's lives were handled properly. It's crazy how people gotta live in poverty. And that's a fact. You got $10, you can go outside and get a bag of crack. You gotta almost be rich to get cancer treatment. I got some serious questions and answers needed. Cause we gotta be united for this kind of game. What Pac and Obama say, it's time for change. We don't need the realest niggas in the baddest. What we need is more doctors and some mathematicians. I'm just trying to survive, so I can live. We live and die, and we die to live. I'm just trying to survive, so I can live. Yeah. I ain't no rapper or nothing. I don't care about the clothes that you bought. I told my brother stop bragging about you like you supposed to get caught. They never told us what we supposed to be taught. I don't know if it's a blessing or a curse to be alone with your thoughts. But sometimes I be losing my mind. And I expect you to understand. I know it's confusing, it's fine. I'm just trying to see the truth in the lies. I can always tell your true intent by looking you directly in the two of your eyes. That's the windows to the soul. I get the most high in the world when I think I'm about to lose control. Of course, I want my pockets super swole. And I don't want you around me if you ain't about pursuing goals. Cause how you want respect if you ain't respecting yourself? I can offer you no help if you ain't helping yourself. And the product that I'm selling is selling itself. You just made an assumption. You tell on yourself. I'm just trying to survive, so I can live. We live and die, and we die to live. I'm just trying to survive, so I can live. Yeah. It's important to empower yourself daily. Positive affirmation. Speak life into yourself because listen, you are literally last of a dying breed. What comes out of your mouth moving forward, what you do, the people that you unite, the people that you bring together, the people that you save. You saving your own life, protecting your essence, treating yourself with respect. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Back again with another live stream. It's your brother New Breed coming through with some of that spiritual voltage that you signed up for. And it seems like my sound panel is out. All praises to the Most High. I'm glad y'all catching another broadcast. If y'all can do me one solid and just throw one in the chat if you are catching the notification from both channels. I want to make sure that I'm simulcasting. And also, while you're doing that, that song right there is from Dre Static, featuring myself, featuring iPod, and you can find that track on New Breed Music and Motivation. Very positive, spiritually uplifting music, and that is what is needed right now, especially in likes of what's happening right now within the industry, and in particular, the Travis Scott Astroworld Festival that took place in Houston, Texas. We really got to speak about that. Okay. Everybody's saying it is simulcasting. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. All praises to the Most High. We are live from both channels, New Breed Music Motivation and New Breed to the world over. All praises to the Most High. We're going to get into it today, brothers and sisters. Listen, Satan is the chief musician, the choir leader, if you will, of this worldly music. And all these entertainers and celebrities, they part of his orchestra. These individuals have sold their souls to get the finer things in life, to have the material possessions. And I'm just going to give you the blunt, honest truth, and that is they don't care about the people. It's too much idolatry going on. Often people want to come to the defense of these satanic, Luciferian artists, not understanding that every word that proceedeth out of their mouths is to promote a death culture. It's about death. It's about sacrifice. And ladies and gentlemen, the Astroworld Festival by Travis Scott was done in a very ritualistic fashion. We're going to go to a number of sources today. We're going to also go to some scriptures so you can understand what's taking place, because, ladies and gentlemen, the astral realm, the celestial realm, and the terrestrial realm are merging. The CERN program have cracked portals open gateways into this earth for demonic possession, mass demonic possession. And oh, the power of suggestion that they use. Some of the videos from that concert captured by cellular devices were absolutely disturbing, chilling, if you will. And we're going to look at some of these videos so you can see firsthand what's going on. A lot of people don't understand what the astro world is, because that's what the concert was called, the Astro World, correct? People don't understand that these new age philosophies are being used, these teachings, these etymologies, they're being used to channel deities and spirits. They're being used to channel chaos and anarchy. It's nothing short of demonic. Literally, Travis Scott was standing before a portal, ladies and gentlemen. And listen, let me say this off the break. Let me say this off the break. If you're a person who don't see things spiritually, you are not going to understand what's being said in this live stream. If you're an individual who's carnal and worldly, and you don't understand that there's a spiritual realm that exists, you will not understand where I'm coming from. It's going to be like I'm speaking another language to you. But if you're a person with an open mind, if you're a person who has been awakened, if you're a person who have unplugged from this matrix, you will be able to see this from a very spiritual vantage point. All right? Let me put that disclaimer out there. Now, there's some sources that I'm going to be sharing with y'all, right? And if you can, brothers and sisters, hit this live stream with a thumbs up. I'm seeing people rolling in the chat. Let me greet you all, the good people. I've seen people rolling in pretty quick. I see my brother Young Gene, Jamie Rios in the house. Cynthia's in here. Joy's in the house. Rafaela, True Love. Keister's in the house. Martinez, Lloyd. Jim, what's good? Ralph Booms, what's good, brother? His will is real. Y'all make sure y'all get the thumbs up on the video. Everybody who's catching this stream, I need y'all to definitely share this video. I see people in the chat already saying, well, Ak, was overcrowded. There's been many concerts that have been overcrowded. What we're going to talk about today is what caused the surge. We're going to talk about what caused the anarchy and the chaos. Elena, thank you for the $10 contribution. Highly appreciate you. Brother St. J, thank you for the $5 contribution. Says, did you see the video where a fan was convulsing 10 feet away from Travis while he was staring at him humming? Yes, and I'm going to play that video. There are several videos I'm going to go to and react to. Several videos I'm going to go to. First and foremost, we need to know that Words are important. Life and death lie in the power of the tongue. Matthew 15:18 says, but those things which proceed out of the mouth come forth from the heart, and they defile the man. So all you inspiring artists out there who don't think that your lyrics play a role on what type of atmosphere you create, that scripture tells you right there that if you're rapping negative, you're casting spells. If you're rapping about death, you're cultivating death energy. If all your songs are speaking about depression, drug use, that's the type of energy that you are creating. These artists have serpent tongues. And that's what we got to understand, man. I'm gonna go to some of these sources. There's quite a few sources I want to go to. For those who don't know, Travis Scott, he came with the most unsincere apology that I've ever seen in mankind, which we'll go over that as well. And it just goes to show that these people are soulless. These people are inseminated by malevolent forces. These people have been channeling deities and demons so long, they're no longer human. These people are from another species. These people are aliens. These people are reptilians. No human compassion. They don't even have the empathy that will constitute them as a human being. That's what we must understand about these entertainers. But before we go to his apology, let's go to the article sharing what happened so I can catch those up to speed in case you don't know. I'm going to share my screen with y'all in case you're unaware of what took place. Let's go into the news. All right. Now I'm going to read a little bit of this article. And first and foremost, I want you to look at the stage. Look at the platform that Travis Scott was standing on. What if I told you, brothers and sisters, that what you are looking at is a portal? What you are looking at is a gateway. What you're looking at is a stargate. And this stargate was actually, now I want y'all to listen, strategically placed in this exact location in Houston, Texas, for various reasons. These people are strategic. This was meant to take place. Now, some people say, well, Breed, you're just going too far. It's just a decoration. You truly believe that's a decoration? That goes to show you're not awoke yet. Your eyes have not been peeled yet. The veil has not been lifted. There is nothing new under the sun. There's a show back in the day, man. They also had movies, and this show was called Stargate, where they would frack beneath the Earth's surface, and they would also utilize various metals and minerals to channel gateways. And what they would do is they would actually time travel. They would go into the astral realm. They would literally teleport. And I know some of y'all like, well, New Breed, this is just too far-fetched. I'm not believing this. Well, brothers and sisters, in the Bible, people have teleported. Yeah, I'm talking about SG1. The brother knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, somebody said, what kind of decoration is that? Absolutely. Literally. You're looking at the jaws of hell. And they can put these things in your face without you even questioning what you're looking at. They can put these things in your face and they can hide what they're doing in plain sight. Listen, they have technology right here in this world that a lot of us
don't understand. But trust and believe. Listen, every president that's elected, they take them to Area 51. And there's so many things that they're shown. It's real out here. So let's make that clear. What you're looking at is a portal, ladies and gentlemen. It's evil in plain sight. Now, let me read a little bit of this. Let me read a little bit of this here, this article. Houston AP. Fans attending a Houston music festival surged towards the stage during a performance by rapper Travis Scott, triggering panic in the crowd of tens of thousands. At least 8 people were killed. That's at least. This morning, news was aired that they have found now 14 casualties, but they're still counting. At least 8 people were killed and many more hurt, authorities said. The chaos unfolded Friday evening at Astroworld, a sold-out 2-day event at the NRG Park Stadium. An estimated 50,000 people were in attendance. Now, they deal with numerology. What you were looking at is a satanic Pentecost that was taking place. That's why they housed 50,000 people. It was not clear what set the crowd in motion. Of course, it wasn't clear what set the crowd in motion because it was spiritual what set the crowd in motion, which we'll get into that. The crowd began to compress towards the front of the stage, and that caused panic, and it started causing some injuries. Houston Fire Chief Samuel Pena told a news conference, people began to fall out, become unconscious, and it created additional panic. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is interesting how news correspondents and broadcasts that's being aired worldwide are acting like they don't know what's going on. It's the same thing that goes on in the Christian church when the quote unquote Holy Spirit comes over people. And I put that in quotations because that's not the Holy Spirit, that's a demonic spirit. It's the same thing that happens when everybody comes together collectively and they begin to cultivate a certain amount of energy. And they are worshiping the same thing. And a surge goes through the audience. It's the same thing. The real Holy Spirit is wisdom. Now, they want to act like they don't know what's happening, but when people come together, they cultivate a certain level of energy. Now, let me make this clear. Let's add some balance to this, because I don't want to make it seem as if I'm overly religious. Is it okay to go out, enjoy yourself? Absolutely. Could you go to a bar, a club where music may be playing that may not be your taste, but you there for the ambiance and the scene? Whatever. To be totally frank with you, there are times that I go out and I'm about, but I'm listening to the music, and in my mind, being an artist, I'm listening to the beats and I'm listening to my competition. And I'm listening to what type of frequency they on so I can know how to combat it. But it's very true when people come together collectively and music is being played. There are certain vibrations and energies that are being released. It's very true. Now let's continue this article here. It says 17 people were taken to hospitals, including 11 who were in cardiac arrest, Pena said, and scores of individuals were injured. Witnesses reported lots of pushing and shoving during the performance leading up to Scott's set. Now, listen here. 11 people had cardiac arrest simultaneously. Now, I looked into every possible scenario which would have caused 11 people to simultaneously have heart attacks, ladies and gentlemen. Are we hearing this? 11 people simultaneously had heart attacks. Young people at that. We're not talking about elderly. We're talking about people attending a Travis Scott concert, not people with underlying health problems. Now, I looked into all of the possible scenarios which would have caused that. I looked into a possible drug that may have caused it. All the articles that I've looked up, every single article that I looked up basically says that they still don't know the reasons what caused it. You know, they looked into a possibility of it being a spiked drug, but no conclusive evidence. And you know, the news would have jumped all over it. If they found conclusive evidence that there was a spiked drug, then, ladies and gentlemen, they would have told you. They would have said, hey, it was fentanyl in their system. They would have said, hey, it was Molly in their system. Hey, it was dope in their system. It was crack in their system. Whatever. Nowhere has it been stated that it was a spiked drug. Somebody says misinformation. What misinformation? Misinformation where? Have you found any article where it says it was a spiked drug? Somebody says somebody has the proof. It's already been proven. Somebody said it was a clip. Somebody said they said it was fentanyl. Okay. That's what they saying. On another creator's channel. Okay. Well, I do my research on that. I do my due diligence on that. If I stand corrected, I will stand corrected. But I'll say this, for that to happen simultaneously, I find it rather odd. And I did do my research looking into it. I haven't found anything to say that. I haven't found any conclusive evidence that it was found in their system, that fentanyl was actually found in their system. Every article I read said it's a possibility. But all in all, the only other explanation would be these people seen something horrific, something very frightening that caused them to have a heart attack. That's all I'm saying. Raining Woman says it's all nanoparticles. Oh, Raymond Woman's about to get into something. And this is kind of what I think is going on, because you know what, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people who would like to attend these concerts, they got to go get the you know what. In order to go to these concerts, you got to get the you know what. And when you're talking about the music frequencies that they're using, the power of suggestion that's being used in their music, when you're talking about the MK Ultra mind control and the sound waves that's permeating through these crowds, you're talking about some very, very impressionable minds who are easy catalyst to demonic possession. And that's what I'm seeing. Yep, somebody said, I never been to a music concert ever in my life. Yeah, I don't think it's time to start going unless you go into a New Breed concert. Real talk. Somebody said they was using black noise. Now there's more, because you had Travis Scott come forth and he apologized, which we'll go over the apology, or I won't even call it an apology. What I would call it is damage control. And he did it in such a manner where it seemed very insincere. You know, we'll talk about that. We'll go there first, and then we'll go to other sources, which is contrary to what he is saying. I'm gonna share my screen with y'all. Let's get it. Now I want you to look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, the Bible says, what costs a man to gain the entire world but to lose his soul?
I just want to send out prayers to the
This man damn near looks like he's about to laugh.
ones that was lost last night. We're actually working right now to identify the families so we can help assist them through this tough time. You know, my
Now, I mean, I can honestly say, if something like this happened at a concert in which I was performing, it would be very difficult to even face the people, let alone do it immediately in such a I don't know how what to call this, in such a soulless manner.
my fans really mean the world to me, and
Oh, really?
I always just really want to leave them with a positive experience.
Oh, really? We're going to find out that his fans don't really mean all that much to him. And I'm going to tell y'all, brothers and sisters, this. For all you brothers and sisters out here who idolize these celebrities, let it be known, the more you love them, the more they hate you. The more you love them, the more they hate you. Where is the cancel culture when you need them? Where is the cancel culture when you need them? I mean, people get canceled for saying, hey, they like light-skinned women, but they don't like dark-skinned women. They get canceled for that, even though that's just a preference. Now, let's make this clear. New Breed likes them all shades, sizes, and colors. But the point I'm trying to drive in is this. Why is Travis Scott not canceled when souls were taken, lives were sacrificed at this concert, people died? Where's the cancel culture when we need them? Do these lives not matter? Just a thought, right? Let's continue.
Anytime I can make out, anything that's going on, I just stop the show and help them get the help they need.
We're going to find out otherwise. See, one thing about the internet and one thing about the age of technology and having all these cellular devices, there's footage to prove exactly what happened. And we're going to go there. And we're going to get into more about how this was a ritual as well, because the rabbit hole gets deep and we only scratching the surface right now. I got to show y'all how deep this was.
I could just never imagine the severity of the situation. We've been working closely. We've been working closely with everyone to just try to get to the bottom of this. City, Houston, HPD, fire department. Everyone to, help us figure this out. But
This man is elated because this happened. You can look at this man and see that he's soulless. This is disgusting to look at. It's all about clout for him. He feels like a real rock star right now. The man feels like a rock star because there were casualties at his concert. These people are demonic.
if you have any information, please just contact your local.
These entertainers are full of dead man's bones. There's no life in them, no compassion, no empathy. Even to try to act like they feel something is difficult.
Authorities. Everybody continue to just keep your prayers. I mean, I'm honestly just devastated. And I could never imagine anything like this just happening. I'm gonna do everything I can to keep you guys updated and just keep you guys informed on what's going on. I love you all.
What was the love during the performance? There was no love because there was a spirit that overtaken this man. Proverbs 15:4 says, a wholesome tongue is a tree of life, but perverseness therein is a breach in the spirit. All their music is about perverseness. Their spirits have been breached. They have been compromised. Houston, we have a problem. These people have become open vessels for demonic energy. And Travis Scott, more than likely, just like a lot of these new ages, they have dabbled in the art of astral projection. And what he was doing was projecting on his audience. And he's reached a new height. And he honestly looks to be proud of himself. Looking at him, he looks to be proud of himself. Yeah, somebody said it. Houston Star City. Real talk. Now, I'm going to another source because y'all heard what he just said, right? Footage proves otherwise. Footage proves otherwise. And if you in this live stream gaining edification, make sure you hit this with a thumbs up. This video needs to be shared everywhere. Everywhere. It's time to hold these entertainers accountable, and it's time to wake the people up. This music is destroying us. Now, there's more. I'm going to Instagram. There's a couple videos that, there's a couple, hold on. All right, we there. Now, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. He said he cared about his fans. Now, on one of my previous videos on New Breed Music and Motivation, I spoke about sound frequencies. 432 hertz being the standard for perfect balance. Ladies and gentlemen, these people operate in frequencies that's beyond this realm. Let me repeat that. These people are using sound waves that are out of this realm. He's standing in front of a portal, and what's happening right now is the frequencies that they're using, the sound, the energy, the wave patterns that they're using are not of this earth. Yeah, 77 UTL says they like 440. Absolutely, they do like 440. But this is beyond 440. So guard your spirits, guard your souls, ladies and gentlemen, because with sound frequency you're hearing right now, and I know sound. The sound that you hear coming out of Travis Scott is not of this world. Are you hearing me, brothers and sisters? It's not coming from this realm. The sound that's being used in this song, in this music, it's not coming from this realm. Okay? Now, I want y'all to listen. Now look, somebody passes out. That person looks practically lifeless. And he's staring down. Travis Scott is staring down at this person who seems to have a lifeless body. But you know, those who are saved, those who are sanctified, those who have the covering of the Most High, it's not going to affect us. And that's the thing. The so-called powers that be, they like to use sound waves and they like to manipulate the airways, but it doesn't affect those who have the seal of the Most High. And somebody said it right. Absolutely. He's looking right at him. He's looking right at this person. But it's more evidence to show that Travis Scott don't give a damn about his people. Yep. Aura says, I noticed that immediately. She said, I noticed that immediately. Even his body movements. Plain old ritual. Straight up. Somebody said staring down into the spirits, staring down into the pit of hell. Don't they call that part the stadium, the pit anyway? Absolutely. We're going to get into it. Somebody said it almost seemed like he was expecting it. Absolutely. Y'all seeing exactly what I'm seeing. It's like he knew what he was doing. Let's continue here. There's more footage. Stop the show! 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 Fans are begging Travis Scott and staff to stop the show. Stop the show! Stop the show! Stop the show! Let's continue.
That's okay, we see real quick. Let's do it.
A fan is begging Travis Scott to his face to stop the show. People are out here dying in the audience. They're dying. He's begging them to stop the show. She's begging them, pardon me. Now, I want y'all to listen to what his response was. Listen to what Travis Scott's response was. Another fan, stop the show. For those who didn't hear what he muttered before he kept performing, he muttered, "I came to do what I'm supposed to do." That's what he muttered. Let me see if I can go back so y'all can hear it. Actually, he said, "I'm here to do what I'm supposed to do." That's what he said. I'm here to do what I'm supposed to do. That's what he muttered. Yeah, somebody said it sounds so chaotic and demonic. Absolutely. Tiara says that wasn't Travis. Somebody said flying fire demons in there too. Yeah, he was obeying the enemy. Soulless, evil. He had ample opportunity to stop. And see, in situations like this, in scenarios like this, when you have that much power over the crowd, when you have that much power over the audience, in situations like that, anything you say will go. When you yell stop, they will stop, ladies and gentlemen. But Travis Scott was demonically possessed. Ephesians 4:18, having the understanding darkened, being alienated from the life of the Most High through the ignorance that is in them because of the blindness of their hearts. These people are reprobated. These artists are servants of Moloch, servants of Satan. They're basically vessels. They are of their father, the devil, a murderer from the beginning. A murderer. Let's continue.
That's okay, we see real quick. Let's do it.
You say, I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm doing to do what I'm doing. He said that on the mic. So somebody in the chat said that wasn't Travis Scott that said that. He said it on the mic. You might not hear it that clear, but that's what he said. I'm here to do what I'm doing. I'm here to do what I'm doing is his exact words. I'm here to do what I'm doing. Satan took over this man. He knew that he was causing lives to be jeopardized. This is a ritual. Let's continue.
in both cars. To your girl, feel like she both bars. Your black nigga want to the ocean. Somebody hit that on the ocean. So I'm just watching the way I'm going. So I'm just watching the way I'm going.
I don't want to get hit with no copyright, but y'all get the gist of what happened here. They're begging them. But ladies and gentlemen, there's more. We got to talk about how this was a ritual, how they set this up, because there's nothing new under the sun and everything has a root. Yeah, somebody said it sounds like something out of hell, people screaming and dying. Absolutely. What if I told you that they were inside a portal in hell? And I'm going to show you. What if I told you that? Would that go over your heads, ladies and gentlemen? I want you to open your minds for a second. I want you to really hear me out. I'm going to share my screen with y'all. I'm going to share my screen with y'all, right? I want y'all to see this. And we're going back to Instagram. I want you to see this. Now, let me see if I can blow the screen up because y'all need to get a good picture. Sorry about that. Y'all need to get a good glimpse of what I'm looking at right now. Let's blow this up. All right. Hopefully, y'all can see that. Hopefully, y'all can see that. Yep. Somebody said the belly of hell. Now, what you're looking at on your screen, hopefully y'all using monitors, but you see a mouth. And this is a depiction of hell. You see a mouth, you see all this anarchy, you see all this chaos on your top here, people dying, and they're entering inside of a mouth. They're going into what is described as is the belly of the beast, hell, the entry point to hell. Now I want you to look at Travis Scott, his concert. You see the same thing, a mouth open, people literally entering into the belly of hell. It's a ritual. People are willingly going to hell, going to these concerts. And notice that you got to get the, you know what. So what you got going on is behavioral modification taking place with people who bow down to the system. They're actually passing through the belly. Yep, somebody said, yep, Joe Biden came for many souls. Yep, the juice. So what you see is sheep being led to the slaughter right here in real time, ladies and gentlemen. Now, look, I'm going to play a little bit of this. Look at the people entering into the belly of hell. You can't make this up. Once they get to the other side, they have officially engaged in a ritual. Now, you can't make this stuff up. You still want to be a famous rapper? Still want the rudiments of this world? You still want to idolize these people, these soulless beings? Look at this. And there you have it, the portal. Right after Halloween, ladies and gentlemen. Right after Halloween, all these things take place. Let's go into some scriptures. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? See, to answer that question, Satan was brought down because of his illumination, his beauty. It went to his head. He thought he was more beautiful than the Most High because Satan was responsible for music in the heavenly realm. Satan actually woke up the astral realm. Satan, he had a third of the angels fall with him because they believed in him. And he fallen to weaken the nations. He had music, he had cherubims, he had horns, he had pipes in the fiber of his being, ladies and gentlemen. It was in his body to make beautiful music. And when he fell, he had to weaken the nations. And what was his number one tool to weaken the nations? It was music. It was music. He still uses the same instruments that he used then. I'm telling you. Somebody said, "You talking mad, bro. Shut up." Okay, let me block you. Or let's just hide you. You just need a timeout. You must be one of those kids that was at this damn concert. You must be still bumping Travis Scott all damn day. Somebody said, how many gonna unfollow their favorite? How many people gonna follow their favorite artist to hell? That's a good question. I'm gonna tell you right now, a whole lot. A whole lot of people. Somebody said, Breed, they've been at this ritual all week, bro. This nugga throughout the ceremonial first pitch at the last target. Absolutely. That's a fact. They've been at this all week. It's been going on for weeks. Yeah, somebody said music is hypnotic. That's how it's successful. Absolutely. When you add that bass, when you add those core strings, when you add those snares, when you put them together and you put violent lyrics or depressing lyrics or lyrics that promote wickedness and evil, when you put that together, it promotes action in the people. It literally promotes action. It possesses the people. Yeah, somebody said it's those damn voodoo drums. Colossians 3:16 says, let the word of Christ dwell in you richly in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord. See, this is why it's important for us as God's chosen people to actually make good music, positive frequencies, one towards another, praising the Most High, praising the Almighty. This is why it's important for us to actually have our music, because if the Most High God booted Satan's ass out of the kingdom, that would tell you that the Most High got his own music, and our music is better. Our music brings life. Our music lifts the vibration. Our music motivates us. Their music kills and destroys. Yup, somebody said stick to the oldies. I can dig that. Somebody said this generation, the comments are coming fast, so y'all bear with me. Midwest Mikey says this generation doesn't help his fellow brother or sister out anymore, or at least the majority don't use it to someone having problems. Everyone would help. Facts though. Johnny Doe says brung out Job 1 and 5, and also Deuteronomy 32 and 39. God killeth and maketh alive. There no one with him. Satan still needs permission from the Most High to do any harm. I'm glad you brung that out, Johnny Doe, because I'm not in this live stream trying to throw a pity party for the people who entered the belly of hell. Because here's the thing. Here's the situation here that we have here. What we need to do by seeing what took place is let it be a learning experience. It's unfortunate that those people were casualties, but it's also unfortunate that they were destroyed for lack of knowledge, not having a love for truth, going in to go serve Satan ultimately, because that's what they were doing. When you go into these concerts, you're going to worship the devil. Let me say this again. When you go to these concerts, you are going to worship the devil. That's what you're doing. You're going to listen to his music. You're going to literally reverence Satan in his music. You're serving the devil. And the devil is like a roaring lion seeking who he may devour. Queen of the South said, that's why I don't do clubbing. I can dig that. Somebody said, you know, it's bad when fans call it demonic. Yeah, there was a young man that came forth, which I shared on my music channel. There was a young man that came forth saying that, hey, it was whatever was taking place was outright demonic. Somebody said drill is built on knife work. I'm telling you, man, we gotta really put things in a perspective. It's very spiritual. And in the spiritual realm, once you render your body to something, and the spells have been casted, once you follow through with the ritual, as you can see, they were entering into the belly of hell, then you can expect hell to happen. And I'm going to tell you right now, in order for 11 of those people to go into cardiac arrest, they seen something. And I'm going to tell y'all like this, something in the spiritual realm manifested that night. I wouldn't be shocked if it was a 50-foot demon hovering over these people. I wouldn't be shocked if astral projection didn't take place. I wouldn't be shocked if something came out of that portal. Brothers and sisters, more than likely, something came out of that portal and people seen it. And that's the reason why they went into panic. Not everybody may have seen it, but everybody who was under a certain frequency seen it, especially those who rendered their bodies to that demonic imposition. Shireen Nicole, thank you for the $20 contribution. Highly appreciate you. It says, deliver those that are drawn towards death. Hold back those that are stumbled to the slaughter. Proverbs 24:11. God bless Newbury. Thank you, sister. Highly appreciate you. And that goes on to support that the Most High God is in charge of life and death. And I can assure you that those 8 people and counting, actually 14 people and counting, they were not suspecting to die that night. They were not expecting to go in there and lose their lives. Yeah, somebody said Travis Scott should have stopped the concert, but is Travis Scott going to get canceled because of it? You question somebody's political views, you can get canceled. You say something that a woman don't like, the feminism can cancel you. You say something about a letter gang member, or you say something about a particular lifestyle, you can get canceled. But you telling me we can sit back as people and watch numerous people get injured and die at a concert in a satanic ritual, and nobody wants to cancel it? Listen, when are our people going to be like, you know what? Enough is a damn enough. Enough is enough. When is our people going to say, you know what? We just can't look at this as entertainment anymore. We cannot allow this demonic garbage to continue to spread in the airways. We got to do that. And let me say this, women, Black women in particular, you are the biggest consumers. The biggest consumers. You're the one purchasing these albums. And I'm saying as a whole, don't get it twisted, because white kids in the suburbs love these artists. Let's not get that twisted. But when it comes to those who are actually supporting, I see people saying, not me. If the shoe don't fit, don't try to squeeze into it. I understand. It's not all of y'all. A lot of y'all don't even listen to that stuff. I get it. But I'm speaking as a whole. A lot of sisters who follow my channel, y'all are on a spiritual awakening, or you are already fully awoke. But this video is going to spread to those who've never even seen my content before. There are women out here that support this work, a lot of them. And it has to come a time where not only do women pull their support from this deaf culture, but it's also got to come a time where women get tired of being misrepresented, especially by these rappers. These rappers are misrepresenting you. Sisters, you got to draw the line. I sat up there and I watched Megan Thee Stallion put her hands on her knees, shaking A on her thought-ish on a Popeyes commercial. It's disturbing. When is it going to be a coalition of Black women who come forth and say, you know what, we're tired of being misrepresented. We're tired of being misrepresented. Somebody said videos on this topic are being deleted. I wouldn't doubt it. But they did this right in our faces. I mean, we can react to the news. Somebody said Meg Thee Stallion must be stopped. Absolutely. This woman would do any damn thing for $1 on a Popeyes commercial. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know how degrading that is? A Popeyes commercial that's spreading everywhere. That don't represent the majority of our sisters. We have real women out there. That don't represent our women. Somebody going to go get a family meal got to see this woman shaking A on her thigh-ish. King Zachariah, thank you for the $10 contribution. Says the thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that might have life, that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. Absolutely, brother. That's a powerful scripture. And the enemy, he stole that night. He stole the souls from people. The enemy stripped people of their life force that night. He was lurking through that crowd. There were spirits, entities, demons. There were forces operating that night, walking through that crowd of people. Ladies and gentlemen, what we witnessed was body snatchers. The Divine Feminine, thank you for the $4 super sticker. Highly appreciate you. Thank you for supporting this work, sis. Yeah, Lisa said Black women learn what not to be. And Meg Thee Stallion, she's influencing a lot of young, impressionable minds. Somebody said, please back this up on Patreon. Absolutely. Hebrews 10:31. It is a fearful thing. Somebody said, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. Absolutely. The Most High God, he ain't playing no games. These people are being judged. If you want to serve Satan, the only thing that's stopping Satan from snatching your body is the Most High. But eventually, the Most High going to let go. Grace is going to run out. Grace is going to run out. And time is nigh. Somebody said Travis Scott needs to be held accountable. Absolutely. Where are the families of the casualties, of the victims? Where are the lawsuits? That's the even bigger question. Where are the lawsuits? Where are they? Let's continue. Colossians 3:8. But now ye also put off all these anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth. Brothers and sisters who are inspiring artists, it's time that you get filthy communications out of your mouth. It's important that you understand what type of music you putting out. It's important that you stop promoting the deaf culture. Somebody said, did he do this all for fame and money? I'm sure he did. Trainer Willis, thank you for your $75 contribution. Highly appreciate you, sister. Thank you for supporting this work. She says, support beloved. Thank you, sis. Highly appreciate it. It's refreshing to see my sisters, our sisters, supporting real content, real work, even supporting real music. It is very refreshing because you see a lot of our sisters supporting feminism. You see a lot of our sisters supporting people like Kevin Samuels, who do nothing but cause division and separation and exploit our women. And it's good to see that there are women out here who recognize that there's people who actually care about the well-being of our people. So I highly appreciate that. Everybody who is showing their support. Elisa Price, thank you for the $10 super sticker as well. King Zachariah, again, coming through with the scriptures and the $5 contribution, Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And that's what you witnessed. That's what you witnessed with Travis Scott in his damage control video. What you witnessed was a person who has waxed cold. And in order for people to just trample people, trample each other, run each other over, suffocate each other, create mosh pits. I'm going to tell y'all right now, those people are cold-hearted. They have no remorse, and Travis Scott he has no remorse as well. I see people sharing scriptures in the chat. If you're sharing scriptures, make sure you actually put the scripture in it. Don't just share the verse and the number. Share the whole scripture. Yeah, somebody said, yeah, he was being a narcissist. Definitely psychopathic. Somebody said psychedelics only play. Hold on, this is an interesting comment. Ryan says psychedelics only play the part of making you able to see them. The people who think they make you weak spiritually or something or dumb. I say that people on psychedelics are more protected. Honestly, okay, that got weird. That went left. But you did make a point at the beginning, and I want to kind of build on that. Because we were just talking about Satan being like a roaring lion seeking who he may devour. And if you can all imagine, at a Travis Scott concert, there's going to be a lot of drugs being used. Let's be real about that. And when it comes to LSD, any type of psychedelic, any type of drug that's being used that can cause hallucinogens of any sort, a lot of the time Satan is going to dive in those people. Literally, they're going to get body snatched. Because anytime you're doing any drugs, you're opening your pineal gland for possession. And I think a lot of that was what was going on as well. I'm not going to X out that there was drugs involved. But when you cultivate the perfect storm and you create the perfect environment for that chaos, all hell's going to break loose. Yeah, somebody said mosh pits of hell. Yep. Somebody said fans are a reflection of the artist. Absolutely. Yep. True Love says cardiac arrest is the cause of many deaths. Shockingly, it affected a number of amount in the youth in that same concert. Now, listen, let me say this as well. The you know what? That's also, I got to word this very carefully. That also created a perfect storm, brothers and sisters. It created a perfect storm. Now, I'm going to skip over saying that talking point. Y'all can read in between the lines. I'm not even going to say that. I ain't going to say that. I ain't going to give that talking point because, I mean, for those who can see, the veil is lifted. Y'all kind of know where I'm getting at. Yeah, somebody said Carrie was in the background. Absolutely. Also, on that monitor that was above, that triangular monitor, there was a demon in that monitor. Like you can see a spirit manifesting. Yeah, somebody said allegedly a 10-year-old died as well. Now, what the hell would a 10-year-old be doing at a Travis Scott concert? Somebody said it didn't look like a portal. His t-shirt was a portal of demons coming through, and the whole show was a ritual. Them VIPs and celebs were watching the whole time. Sacrifice show, right? I think you meant to say it did look like a portal. It was a ritual. Yeah, that was some damn good parenting, huh? Tuh. Sarcasm. Somebody said, that is false. He is in critical condition, but still parents should be held accountable. Okay. Still, all in all, why is 10-year-olds in this concert? I thought you had to be 18 plus to be in these concerts. CA, thank you for the $50 contribution super sticker. It's called Fervent the Heat 144. Thank you, brother. Highly appreciate you for supporting this work. And here's the thing, brothers and sisters, we the children of Israel, we're not supposed to be following these idols. King Zechariah, thank you for the contribution, $5. Mark 13 and 22. For false Christs and false prophets shall rise and shall show signs and wonders to seduce even the elect if possible. Whoa. Man, King Zechariah, he is coming through in the clutch. And see, this is the thing. It's iron sharpen iron on these broadcasts. It's nothing short of interactive. If the Holy Spirit begins to resonate and permeate through your soul, feel free to share these scriptures. And you're right. They are false prophets. These musicians are false prophets. Just because somebody is not toting a Bible in front of you, just because somebody ain't in a pulpit asking for the collection plate to go around, just because somebody doesn't seem to be fleecing the flock and leading the herd astray, don't mean that they ain't false prophets, because these musicians are prophets, false prophets of destruction, leading people to hell. That's a fact. And if they could deceive the elect, they would, but they can't. That's why that scripture said, if it were possible. See, those who are awakened, they can see. And it's getting to the point that those who got the eyes that can see, we beginning to see this from a very spiritual vantage point. Literally, like when I first watched the first video of what was happening at this concert, the Most High gave me a premonition. And in this premonition, I can see like a huge chaotic spirit, an anarchy demon hovering over that audience. And I know some people say, well, you're crazy. What are you talking about? No, the Lord gave me a premonition of what was happening. And that's why I had to come make this video, because he's like, you got to speak. You got to let my people know that this celestial realm and the terrestrial realm is crossing right now. The CERN program in Switzerland is actually opening real life portals right now. There's going to come a time where people are going to see demons and they're just going to be labeled as crazy. They're going to be thrown in St. Eve's. They're going to be put in chains. You got to be careful what you say. You got to be careful what you see, what you express to the people, what you're seeing, because the realms are crossing right now. And during the Halloween month, during the end of that month, there was so much going on in the world. Like There's so many rituals that was taking place that they have cultivated hell on earth. We're looking at hell on earth right now. We're looking at hell on earth right now. And that's why the Most High God is going to set his people free. Floater Judah, thank you for the $6 contribution. I was trying to read your comment, but it seemed like it disappeared right when I was getting to it. So I apologize, brother. For some odd reason, I have to manually scroll the chat. So I'm having a hard time keeping up with everything. But everybody, if I missed your comment for a contribution, I apologize. Yeah, somebody said yes. I'm an RN and she's witnessing a lot of things. Yep, somebody said it's been hell on earth for many years, right? Yeah, we're dealing with the season of the witch right now. Somebody said, Nikki Nicole Talk says it definitely was emulation of CERN. Put the full picture of the stage. It looks like mountains, CERN in Switzerland. Absolutely. It looks exactly like the Stargate in CERN, where they're channeling dark matter. Yeah, gaming. Thank you for the $2 contribution. Says Travis Scott just had to post that fake apology too. Yeah, absolutely fake. King Zachariah coming through again with John 4:4. Ye are God's little children and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you that is in this world. Absolutely. Yep, it has a Shiva statue right outside of the CERN program. And evil is at an all-time high right now. Yeah, Anna says Travis himself looked like he was on some hard drugs in the apology video too, or is it just me? Yeah, he just looked like a soulless being to me. Somebody said these music artists don't care. They absolutely don't. Where's the cancel culture when you need them? Look at this stage again. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of CERN. Let me show y'all something. Let me see if I can pull up CERN, so y'all can see what exactly what I'm talking about. Let me see if I can get an image here. Perfect. Perfect. I found it. I'm gonna share my screen with y'all. I want y'all to look at this, so you don't think I'm just jumping off the deep end here. Now you see that image, right? Unfortunately, I can't hold it up at the same time. Y'all just get a good mental picture of this image right here. Look at this image. Now I want you to look at the CERN program, right? Full effect CGI. I want you to look at this, right? Now I'm just going to Google because there's a lot of people who don't even know about CERN. So now look at this, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, look at the logo. What you see in the logo is 666. See that? That's 666. Now look at the actual portals in Geneva, Switzerland. Look at it. The collision of psychic worlds is what they're dealing with. Look at this. Look, here you have Shiva. And this was on The Guardian, 2016. They literally have created a particle accelerator. Look at this. Opening the gateways of hell, channeling deities, creating dark matter. Look at this huge area. Look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't make this stuff up. Somebody said 8 means magic. Yeah, they kept using the number 8 during that concert, during the news broadcast. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, we got to wake up. We battle not against flesh and blood. We battle against wickedness and principalities in high places. Somebody said if you look at the clouds, you will see demonic eyes camouflage in them. I know the end is near. What they did was they've created a heightened, what's the word for it? What they did was they created more paranormal activity. Right now in America, in the Eastern, not even just America, right now in the Eastern world, Western world, pardon me. In the Western world right now, there's a very heightened sense of paranormal activity. I'm talking about things that go bump in the night. People like to call them haunted houses, but really, it's just demons. It's spirits, aliens. All these things are real. The rabbit hole goes deep. Heezy, thank you for the $20 contribution. Highly appreciate you. Says promo GVX for concert. Show the stage depicted as a road to hell. Skull and bones on road above it. A door with 5 people walking through. The first being a child. 100% sacrificial ritual. He also tweeted, "Feast this Friday." Wow. Wow. These entertainers, they bloodthirsty, man. They're bloodthirsty. And every time a casualty was dropped, flames went off on that stage. In perfect synchronicity. Every time a person dropped dead, cardiac arrest, or was trampled, flames went off on the stage simultaneously. It's demonic. Majestic Minister, thank you for the $50 contribution. Highly appreciate you. It says, for all the work that you do for the Most High and his people. Thank you, brother. Highly appreciate that. Thanks for showing your support, my brother. Transparent Pill, thank you for the $9 contribution. Hosea 3 and 5. It reads, afterwards, the children of Israel shall return and seek the Lord their God and David their king in the latter days. The last days, would you say David is the true Messiah? God bless. No, David was Christ's grandfather. The Messiah is the true Messiah. The one the world calls Jesus Christ is the Messiah. A. Shep Smith, thank you for the $5 contribution. Says, if you ever seen the movie Into the Spider-Verse, there was a spider collider that broke holes in space and time. It looked just like the CERN collider, right? Like that performance was out of this world. The sound, listen, I know music. I know music. I understand sound frequencies. I understand patterns of music. What you heard coming from the Travis Scott concert didn't come from Earth Realm. You can call me crazy all day. New Breed, something wrong with you. New Breed, you're a conspiracy theorist. No, this is the conspiracy of truth. What I heard was not a sound that came from this world. The semantics I heard, the symbiotics that I heard wasn't of this realm. And I know music. I don't know what they cracked open, but they released something, bruh. And there are sound waves that will make you go nuts. There has been so much studies on this. There's been human experiments on sound patterns. They can drive you crazy, just like a dog can hear a whistle, right? They have a specific whistle that a dog can hear that humans can't hear. There are specific sounds that spiritual-minded people can hear, especially people who are highly susceptible to the spiritual realm. They have a heightened sense and cognitive abilities of what's going on around them. Certain sounds that they hear, I can hear things that some people can't hear. Some of y'all can hear things that others can't hear when you're listening to a song. I heard something from the pit of hell coming from that damn audio. And it triggered the people. Telling you. Somebody said you can actually experiment yourself to trap music, then listen to Bob Marley. You'll see the difference in your energy. Absolutely. It changes your energy. I don't know if any of y'all have ever worked out listening to like some trap music, something with a bass, because sometimes I like to work out to just something that's just hype. Pay attention to what it does to your body. I'm dead serious. Like this is how I know 432 hertz is the truth. And sound can actually heal your body, or it can be used to destroy you. If you listening to low vibrational music while working out, you cannot go as long without getting sore, without feeling certain aches and pains in your body. This is just from my personal experience. You'll feel certain aches and pains in your body. But if you play spiritually uplifting music, some reggae, if you play something that's reverencing the Most High, something that's just powerful, good music, like it gives you an energy. You can do more repetitions, man. I'm telling you. Majestic Minister, thank you for the $50 contribution. Says for all the work that you do. Okay, for the people, I already read that one. Sorry about that, but thank you again, my brother. Yeah, Coco Kippen says the frequency was so high when I was just watching videos, it gave me a migraine. Right. It's like they're trying to make people's brains explode, right? Somebody said exactly. Why don't you think binaural beats exist? Absolutely. Yeah, somebody said auto-tune drives me crazy. Same thing here, and that's all Travis Scott does is auto-tunes. For the life of me, like I can get hip with a lot of the new stuff. A lot of the new stuff I can get hit with it. I'm a very down-to-earth person. Anybody who ever met me in person, met me out and about, you know, I'm just a down-to-earth person. I can vibe with music. I'm not that guy that be like, oh, you listening to that? No. But for the life of me, I can't get with trap music, and I damn sure can't get with anything with auto-tunes. And I just can't listen to music when I don't know what they're saying. When I don't know what they're saying, I just can't listen to it. I can't do it. Yep. Tiffany said sounds like money was more important to him. Right. Because he's doing it for the clout. He's doing it for the clout. Somebody need to come and cancel Travis Scott. Yep. Astroworld concert was an energy harvest. Yep. Somebody said 440 is what they've been using since the 1940s. That's true. That has been the standard since the 1940s, but that don't make it right. These are the same people who operate in the synagogues who spin the records backwards and they chant and sacrifice and utter dark prayers into the records. Those are the same people who changed the hertz. They made the standard 440. But 432 on old school music is actually it's different. Bob Marley, a lot of Al Green songs, a lot of soul music was recorded with 432 hertz. My music, when I record, is with 432 hertz. I do have some songs that's at 440 before I learned about sound frequencies, but 432 hertz should be the standard. Yeah, somebody says concert was an auto-tune fest. Right. Somebody said high stress creates evolution. Yeah, somebody said I heard some of them fans drunk the Kool-Aid Jimmy Jones juice. Facts though. And don't think that ain't come into play. Don't think that ain't come into play. Somebody said, cancel Travis Scott. Hear Yahuwah the Almighty. Absolutely. Somebody said, New Breed, look at his shirt from last night. What was his shirt from last night? Let me see if I could pull that up. And I'm going to play another clip. I want to show you how dumbfounded the news is. Let me just show you how dumbfounded they are to the spiritual realm. It's like, we don't know what happened. All of a sudden, there was a surge. We're still trying to figure it out. No, y'all know what the hell is happening. Y'all know the demons were let loose. trying to act like they don't know what happened. Let me see if I can find Travis Scott shirt. Let me see what was on this shirt. I'm not gonna put that on the screen, but I'm gonna pull it up to see what you're talking about, bro. Because I think everything was playing a role. Let me see here. I can't really see what's on his shirt. Let me see. It looks like somebody going through a portal. Oh, ho. I'm gonna have to put this on the screen. I'm gonna have to put this on the screen. And then I'm gonna share a news broadcast with y'all. Hold on real quick. Look at this, y'all. Thanks for the brother pointing that out. Hold on real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this. Look at this shirt right here. It's a doorway. A doorway. Let me see if I can blow this image up. Let me see if I can. Look at this here. Okay. All right, that's too big. All right, so for those, let me see if I can blow the image up. Well, in case y'all can't see it, hopefully y'all can see it. What you're looking at is there's a doorway right here where I put this circle, right? On one side, the people look to be, they have some hue to them. They have some color to them. And they're falling backwards into this doorway that's going diagonal. They're falling backwards and then they're turning blue. They're turning blue, which would signify someone being lifeless. You can't make this up. Literally, you see people falling into a doorway backwards. On the other side, the people are blue. Yo. Yo, you can't make this up, bro. That's what's on his shirt. This man is dancing with the damn devil. This man is in deep with it. That's why he said, I'm here to do what I came to do. I'm here to do what I'm doing. You can't make it up, man. Let's stop that screen. Let me show you how dumbfounded the news is. Let me see here. Fair use, News Channel 11, KHOU. This is Houston News. Man, look at all of these people.
An estimated 50,000 people were
50,000 people. This represented a demonic Pentecost. That's what this represented. They like to do things to be contrary to the Bible. They like to be blasphemous. On the day of Pentecost, you have 50. That number 50 means a lot. In the Bible, for those who understand the literature, on the day of Pentecost, there was 50,000 believers following the word of God. So what you have right here is a demonic Pentecost. Somebody said, look at the flyer. Man, y'all digging deep, man. So you telling me the flyer was letting people know they was going to hell? That's crazy. It's like Travis Scott knew what he was there to do.
packed into that space outside NRG. A festival attendee says the massive crowd is why there was so much chaos and confusion.
Man, you know how many massive crowds Michael Jackson have packed? 50,000 people ain't the biggest concert. That ain't what caused it. But carnal people, carnal-minded people will look at it like this. They'll watch the news, and everything the news say, they'll say, okay. They'll take it as face value. Everything is on surface with most people.
Fusion. Melissa Correa has his account of what happened.
Astroworld was Reese Bluda's first music festival. You see him standing there with friends in that orange sweatshirt. He's 6'2", and he says his size is why he was able to work his way closer to the stage as the night went.
Look just like the CERN. Looks just like that CERN modulator. Look at it.
On. This is his cell phone video. You can see Reese is not.
Is that look? That looks like a demon flying over the crowd.
Not far from the stage, but look
with wings.
Just how many people are crammed in there. Listen, as he describes the crowd of thousands essentially becoming like water when Travis Scott took the stage.
Yeah, because you got all those frequencies, all those airwaves hitting the people. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people got weak at the knees. I'm pretty sure soon as he hit the stage and began to perform, I'm pretty sure a lot of people lost their legs. Literally, their legs was just swept from underneath them. And they probably immediately hit the ground. There's probably hundreds of people. Listen, there were probably thousands of people who hit the ground immediately. Because what happened was a shock wave hit. That's why, yeah, Lady P said water. Yeah, very interesting that they compared it to water.
Literally, the crowd becomes a fluid, essentially. You get pushed from the back because people keep pressing in. And then the people at the gates, they don't have anywhere to go. They push back. And so you're just kind of like flowing. It's almost like a wave, but an uncontrolled wave. You're not actually standing on the ground. You're just standing on other people's shoes.
Like a can of sardines. Reese says people were so crammed in that you could not push back. Says the crowd became even more.
No, if you look at if you look at the area that's supposed to govern the people, see, they're not used to people using common sense. Now look at this area back here, ladies and gentlemen, with all these people back here. Look at all this space back here. What happened was people began to surge in front of the stage because Travis Scott was performing. People weren't worried about their safety when they began to try to get close in. But if you look at how much space there's plenty of space to govern all these people.
Says the crowd became even more chaotic once the performer Drake joined Travis Scott on stage.
Yeah, Drake, also known as the Dragon. For those who don't know, Drake's name means dragon. It means slithering serpent. That's what a Drake is.
Performance said people were screaming.
And that's why Drake always has the OVO owl. That owl represents Moloch worship. Dracula his damn self. Yeah, the cremation of care. Yeah. Do you know about it? Takes place in San Francisco where they do mock rituals. Yeah. The draconian Drake, when he hit the stage, oh, you already knew it was going to go down.
Screaming for the concert to stop.
People screaming for it to stop.
I mean, I'm around people, they're yelling, stop the show, chant. People were chanting, help, stop the show. And that's when I was like, dude. And then he stopped for a second and he said, what? And then he looked over on one side. He told them, like, hey, get her up, get her up.
Videos on social media show what happened next. The concert continued until it became more evident that hundreds of people were in physical danger. Some of those viral videos even show first responders struggling to reach people first.
Where the hell is the lawsuits? It should have been stopped. But he didn't give a damn, and we brung out the proof. A total damn narcissist. A total narcissist. James 3. James chapter 3, verse 1. My brethren, be not many masters, knowing that we shall receive the greater condemnation. For in many things we offend all. If any man offend not in word, the same is a perfect man, and able also to bridle the whole body. Now, we're living in a society where there's so many belief systems, there's so many ideologies. The New Age movement is being spearheaded by not only spiritual, esoteric leaders and teachers on social media platforms, but these artists as well. And you have a lot of individuals who become open-minded to the point where they want to have many masters. They want to learn how to astro project. They want to learn how to read palms. They want to look at crystals and channel different spirits, and they want to dibble and dabble with idols. Now, I know a lot of people say it's nothing wrong with crystals. Somebody even actually accused me of having a crystal in my background, which what you're seeing that is lit up is actually a Himalayan salt rock. That orange thing in my background, it's a Himalayan salt rock. It's not a crystal. But there's a lot of people who want to master a lot of different spiritual things. And it's leaving their bodies as open vessels, not understanding that there's only one God that can bridle the whole body. This God is a God of order. Verse 3 goes on and says, behold, we put bits in the horse's mouth, that they may obey us, and we turn about their whole body. Behold, also the ships, which though they be so great, and are driven of fierce winds, yet are they turned about with a very small helm, whithersoever the governor listen. Now, that may go over your head, but that's what I'm here for. I study these words. I study this literature. The Most High God is in control of everything, and when you're under his frequency, even in great tumultuous battles and horrendous times, he can guide you with a simple impulse. You can go against the waves of anarchy with a whisper from your guardian angel. That's the greatness and the glory of the Most High. Verse 5. Even so, the tongue is a little member, and boasts of great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth. Oh, their tongues are blasphemous. They boast of great things. All these false prophets promoting fear, promoting iniquity, promoting divisiveness. It says, behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth. Just the faith of a mustard seed. Just understanding that there's a way out of the ways of this world, having faith, being willing to nurture that seed, being willing to be set apart, being willing to take a time where you stand free of all these social gatherings that may not be conducive to your spiritual journey. Verse 6, and the tongue is a fire. The tongue is a fire. A whole world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body and setteth on fire the course of nature. The course of nature has changed because of the fiery tongues of these artists and these musicians. The course of nature. We're talking about they're bringing into fruition deities. They're manifesting them in the spiritual realm based on the fiery tongue, bringing to you a world of iniquity. It says, and setteth on fire the course of nature, and is set on fire of hell. That's what you've seen on that stage. You've seen the tongue of fire riling up a world of iniquity among the members and defiling the whole body, setting the fire, going against nature. A set of hell is what he was standing on, a podium of Satan. Verse 7 goes on to say, for every kind of beast and of bird and of serpents and of things in the sea is tamed and have been tamed of mankind. See, mankind, we have power. We have winning power over these beasts, over the fowl of the sea, over these deities. We are stronger than them, but we also can be the ones that channel them. And that's what's happening. These scriptures are deep, absolutely deep. It says, but the tongue can no man tame. It is unruly, evil, full of deadly poison. Therewith bless we God, even the Father, and therewith curse we men, which are made after the similitude of God. Out of these things, out of the same mouth proceedeth blessings and cursings. It says, my brethren, these things ought not so to be true. Doeth a fountain send forth at the same place sweet water and bitter? Can the fig tree, my brethren, bear olives berries, even a vine fig? Can no fountain both yield salt water and fresh water? I remember when I first started making music. I started off making very violent music. It created an environment around me. It cultivated an energy. And during that time, I got in a lot of trouble because I would have songs that were positive. I would have socially aware music. I would have conscious music. But then at the same time, I would have music that was evil. It was about robbing people, running down on a plug. A lot of my music was about being depressed. And it was driving me crazy as a young man. What these scriptures just said was the reality of the situation. I was bringing forth curses in my life. And then one day I decided to change that narrative, thanks to my grandmother. Shout out to my grandmother, Carolyn, very wise woman. She found one of my rhyme books one day. And she found this rhyme book and she was like, grandson, you're so talented, grandson. And she said, some of your songs are great, and some of them, I don't understand why you're writing these things. And she sat down and she said one simple thing. She said, these songs could either be for the Most High or they could be for Satan. That's what grandma told me. And that's all it took her to say, and it resonated. And the scriptures back up those same claims. So I want to say the same thing to you brothers out there, you artists, you inspiring artists. You only can serve one or two masters. You can bring forth anarchy and chaos. You can promote evil. You can sprawl forth negative energy. You can create a certain environment that will cause pain and anguish, or you can serve the Most High through your music. New Breed Music and Motivation. Go over there, subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you're catching this from New Breed to the world over, make sure you subscribe to the other channel. There's going to be lots of content in various places. Somebody said you should do a video going more in depth about sound frequencies. I will absolutely do that for you, my brother. I will definitely go into that. But I want to thank each and every one of y'all who joined, everybody who supported. Follow me on Patreon. The link is in the description box, and it's also right there on your screen. Also, follow me on Instagram at NewBreed404. And if you would like to support this work via Cash App, you can support at $NewBreed404. It is highly appreciated. Everybody, I want y'all to like the video. We got over 3,000 people in the live stream. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you share the video. It's time for real content to take over. There's been a petition put out into the heavens from our brother Black Male TV Advice. If y'all not subscribed to that brother, go subscribe. But there's been a petition put out there that truth speakers are going to rise above all of the problems that we face here on social media, teaching the truth. And ladies and gentlemen, with y'all's energy and y'all's blessings, we're going to rise above everything they're trying to do to stop us. Tiffany, thank you for the $20 super sticker. Bless you, sister. I love each and every one of y'all. Y'all stay safe. With that being said, shalom and peace.